dinar in the crossfire, how global financial warfare is paving the way for Iraq's currency comeback, the silent war on the dollar. Welcome back to IQD to VND, your ultimate source for global currency developments, economic updates, and the unfolding story of the Iraqi dinar. If you're here, you're not just an investor, you're part of a growing movement that sees the big picture. While most eyes are locked on wars, politics, or oil prices, something much bigger is happening silently. A global financial war is underway. This isn't about guns or tanks. This is about currency manipulation, economic sanctions, central bank strategies, and a seismic shift away from the US dollar. And in the shadows of this battle, a new contender is quietly rising, the Iraqi dinar. Chapter 1: The Great Unraveling of the Dollar System. For decades, the world has revolved around the US dollar. Trade, oil, gold, all priced in USD. But in recent years, cracks in the system have become impossible to ignore. Sanctions on Russia triggered the creation of alternative payment systems. China and Brazil began settling trades in their own currencies. BRICS nations are calling for a commodity-backed trade currency. The goal? End the global dependency on the dollar. In the middle of this unraveling is Iraq, a country that was once forced to peg its currency to the dollar, now finding opportunities to escape the dollar's shadow. Chapter 2: Iraq's Strategic Assets, Why the Dinar has Untapped Power. Let's stop treating Iraq like a fragile state. It's time to talk about its power. Natural wealth, fifth largest oil reserves in the world, rich in natural gas, sulfur and phosphates, strategic access to ports, rivers and fertile land. Demographic advantage, over 43 million people. A young, educated and ambitious population. Geopolitical position, a bridge between Asia, Europe and Africa. Part of key international initiatives, China's Belt and Road, Arab League Economic Summit. These factors don't just build a country, they build a currency base. Chapter 3: The Revaluation Question. Is the dinar suppressed? Here's the million-dollar question. Is the dinar intentionally undervalued? Let's analyze. Before the 2003 Iraq War, the dinar traded at $3 plus per 1 IQD. After regime change and UN sanctions, the value collapsed. Today, it trades around 1,310 Iraqi dinars per US dollar, an artificially low number. Many economists believe this is due to post-war inflation policies, IMF interventions, dollar dominance in oil contracts. But with Iraq slowly de-dollarizing and establishing oil contracts in dinar, the suppressed currency may finally be preparing to reclaim its worth. Chapter 4: Inside the Reset, the BRICS Plan and Iraq's Alignment. Let's zoom out. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, are openly working to launch a gold-backed or multi-commodity trade currency, reduce dollar reserves in central banks, trade oil and gas in non-dollar currencies. Guess what? Iraq is paying attention. In recent months, Iraq has increased oil sales to China and India. It's exploring non-dollar oil settlement options. It's building financial partnerships with Russia and Iran, both anti-dollar countries. Iraq may never join BRICS officially, but it's clearly positioning its dinar in sync with the post-dollar world. Chapter 5: America's Silent Game, Why the US Might Support a Stronger Dinar. Here's a twist. Could the United States actually want the dinar to revalue? It sounds wild, but there's logic behind it. 1. Oil agreements. The US still imports and invests heavily in Iraq's oil sector. A stronger dinar means more capital for Iraq to modernize, which benefits US firms. 2. Regional stability. A financially stable Iraq is a buffer against Iranian influence. It also limits Chinese economic control in the region. 3. Redemption windfall. The US government and private holders possess billions in Iraqi dinar. A revaluation could generate massive returns. quietly. So while public policy seems cautious behind the scenes, many believe the dinar's comeback could benefit American interests too. Chapter 6: Digital Dinar, Iraq's secret weapon for the future. The Central Bank of Iraq is already testing digital banking and e-payment systems. But whispers are growing about something bigger, a digital Iraqi dinar. If Iraq launches a central bank digital currency, CBDC, it would increase global trust in the dinar, help track oil transactions digitally, enable cross-border instant payments without USD dependency. Countries like China and Nigeria are already using CBDCs. Iraq is watching closely. If it joins the wave early, it could leapfrog decades of economic barriers. Chapter 7: Infrastructure, Innovation and Investment Currency Revaluation. Doesn't happen in a vacuum. It requires economic muscle. Iraq is building that muscle. New highways, ports and rail corridors, Iraq-Turkey Development Road, smart cities in Najaf, Basra and Baghdad, tech incubators and solar farms, foreign partnerships with the United Arab Emirates, Turkey, Qatar, China and even Saudi Arabia. With every new deal, Iraq becomes less dependent on outside aid, more economically autonomous, more credible in supporting a strong national currency. Chapter 8: The redenomination debate, smoke or signal. The 3 zeros talk is back in media again. Is it just a currency facelift or a signal of something deeper? Redenomination, lifting the zeros, could mean enhanced currency usability, preparation for foreign currency exchange, listing indication of macroeconomic stability goal. While it doesn't mean instant value jump, it's a required step before international revaluation. And guess what? Countries like Turkey and Brazil did similar redenominations right before economic surges. Chapter 9: Risks and Reality Check. What could go wrong? Let's keep it real. No journey is risk-free. Here are Iraq's key challenges: corruption and political instability, influence of militias on economic projects, external meddling by regional powers. Also, global markets are volatile. Wars can disrupt trade, sanctions could return, oil prices could crash. So, while the foundation is solid, investors must stay alert and avoid hype traps. Chapter 10: The Dinar Playbook, What Smart Investors Are Doing. Here's how experienced investors are handling the dinar situation. 1. Accumulate. Slowly avoid panic buying, accumulate gradually and diversify. 2. Store safely, use secure sources for dinar notes, track serials and authenticity. 3. Watch policy. Stay tuned to CBI news, oil agreements and trade deals. A single decision can alter the dinar's future overnight. 4. Stay ahead of scams. Don't fall for overnight revaluation hype. Follow credible analysts like this channel and official announcements. Conclusion: the dinar's time is coming, but stay strategic. The Iraqi dinar is no longer just a post-war relic. It's becoming a symbol of financial independence in a changing world. With oil, youth, tech, global support, and a shifting economic order, Iraq is slowly but surely preparing the dinar for a global stage. Whether revaluation happens next month or next year, one thing is clear: the world is changing, and the dinar is part of the plan. Final call to action: help us educate and grow. Enjoyed this breakdown? Hit the like button, subscribe to IQD to VND, comment below. Do you think the dinar is part of the global reset? Let's get to 400 subscribers by the end of April. Every like, comment and share helps keep this truth-based content going and growing. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared and believe in the bigger picture.